the word reciprocal? Okay, the word reciprocal. Anybody remember from maybe last year what the word reciprocal means? Nobody? Noah? You don't remember what the word reciprocal means? Yes, you did. I know you covered dividing fractions and you had to know the word reciprocal to be able to divide fractions. You're just not remembering reciprocal. Okay, reciprocal means to flip the fraction. Okay, so for example, if I had 4/5, I had 4/5 and I want to do the reciprocal of 4/5. The reciprocal of 4/5 would be 5/4. Okay, if I had 5, the reciprocal of 5 would be what? 1/5. Okay, because what is 5 as an improper fraction? 5/1. Okay, and so you change 5/1 to 1/5. Okay, now, here's where some people make their mistakes. What if I had 4 1/3? Okay, well, when it's a mixed number, we have an extra step. Okay, when it's a mixed number, we got to first change it to an improper fraction, which would be 13/3. Okay, then I must do the reciprocal of it, and that would be 3/13. Okay, so these are all reciprocals. Okay, so that's how we make a reciprocal. We flip it. Yes, Emma? 4 times 3 is plus the 1 on top. Okay, so we did this right here. We did 4 times 3, which is 12. 12 plus the 1, which is 13. And then we put the 13 over the 3. Okay, that's how we change the improper fractions, or mixed number to improper fraction. Okay, just like with the 5, we converted it to 5/1. And then we did the reciprocal of it. Okay, so we flip the fraction. Now, division put division of fractions. Division of fractions is very similar to multiplying fractions, with one extra step. Okay, division of fractions is very similar to multiplying fractions with one extra step. Okay, so, for example, if I have this problem, 5/6 divided by 7/3. Okay, step number 1 is to change all whole numbers or mixed numbers to improper fractions. Okay, that's step 1. Well, do we have any whole numbers or mixed numbers in this problem? No, we don't. Step 2, change the division problem to a multiplication problem by doing the reciprocal to the divisor. Now, I'll explain to you what the divisor is. Okay? This is the divisor. Okay? The divisor is the number, fraction, number behind the division sign. Okay? So what we are going to do is this. 5, 6 stays 5, 6. We change the division sign to multiplication, and we do the reciprocal of 7/3, which is 3/7. And now we do the same thing we did with multiplication of fractions. Okay, so you really don't divide fractions. Okay, we're going to do the same thing we've done in Section 2, Section 3 of Chapter 6 now. So that means we look at our Jimmy Neutron. Is there a common factor between 3 and 6? What is it? 3. Yeah, 3 is common. 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 6 two times. Now, is there a common factor between 5 and 7? No. So that leaves me with 5 times 1 on top, 2 times 7 on bottom. 5 times 1 is what? 5. 2 times 7? 14. And that is your answer. So step 3 is to follow the rules for multiplying fractions. Okay, now, I believe all the ones that we're dealing with today are going to be fractions or whole numbers. Division of mixed numbers will come tomorrow. Okay, so these are going to be fairly simplistic. Okay, not real hard. Let's look at number 12. Number 12 says 3 over 2 divided by 7 over 8. Okay, 3 over 2 divided by 7 over 8. So I'm going to take 3 over 2, and it stays the same. I'm going to take the division sign, change it to multiplication, and I'm going to take 7/8 and do the reciprocal, which is 8 over 7. Okay? Now, once again, you can do this the other way that we talked about the other day. We can go 3 times on top, 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. And on bottom, we can go 2 times 7. And then we have this. That 2 and that 2 cancel out. Okay, that's the Jimmy Neutron. That's the long Jimmy Neutron. Okay, where you prime factor each number. We prime factored 3 because it's prime, which is 3. We prime factored 8 into 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. We prime factored 2 because it's prime, just as 2. Prime factored 7 because it's prime, just as 7. And then we canceled those 2's. Okay? You're doing the same thing as if we would have done this. 3 over 2 times 8 over 7. We would have said, okay, is there a common factor between 8 and 2? What? 2. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 8 4 times. Then we'd said, okay, Jimmy Neutron, is there any common factor between 3 and 7? No, there's not. And so that would have left us with 3 times 4 on top, 1 times 7 on bottom, which is what we have in the other one. We have 3 times 4 and 7. And that gives us 12 over 7, which we're not done yet because we have to put it in simplest form. 12 over 7 is an improper fraction, so I must divide 7 into 12. 7 goes into 12 one time, be 7, remainder 5, take the 5 and put it over 7. And that would be 1 5/7. And that is the answer to that problem. All right. Now, I want you to do number 13 on your own. Number 13 says 7 over 9 divided by 14. Okay, do that one on your own. Okay, if you're still working on it, continue to work on it. We would have 7 over 9 divided by 14 over 1. Okay, I'm just doing step 1. Next step, 7 over 9 times 1/14. Okay, that would be the second step. And then the third step is there a common factor between 1 and 9 besides 1? No. Is there a common factor between 14 and 7? 7. So, 7 goes into 7 one time, 7 into 14 two times. So on top I have 1 times 1. On bottom I have 9 times 2, which means I have 1/18. Okay, Emily? If you wrote it as 18? Yeah. No, it has to be 1 over 18. Yeah. Has to be 1 over 18. Now, if it was 18 over 1, then yes, you could. If it was 18 over 1 like this, then yeah, you can make that 18. But 1/18 means that you only have 1/18 of a dollar, which would be roughly 6 cents. So that would not be the same as $18. Wished it was. That'd be cool. If I had 6 cents and I could turn it into $18. That'd be awesome. You want to do that for me, Michael? I'll bring 6 cents tomorrow if you'll bring $18, and we'll exchange it. Michael didn't like that idea. No, I'll keep the $18. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, let's turn the page. Look at page 134. Top of page 134, number 14 is real easy. They tell you to find the reciprocal of each number. So what would be the reciprocal, number 14? What would be the reciprocal of 1/6? 6 over 1. Okay, or you could put 6. Either one of those is acceptable. Okay, so obviously that's not real hard. Like I said, today we're not going to be really dealing with any mixed numbers. Oh, yes, we do, actually. 18. 18 says 9 and 7 over 8. So I have to change that to an improper fraction. So the improper fraction that it's going to be, okay, I take 9 times 8, which is equal to 72, plus 7, 79, and so that'd be 79 over 8. Now I have to change that to the reciprocal. What is it? 8 over 79. Okay? So that's your reciprocal. Yes, ma'am? You have to simplify it if it's not. On doing the reciprocal, no. No. Okay, because the ones they will give you will be in lowest terms to begin with. They just want you to do the reciprocal of it. The other ones, yes. Let's see here. Let's look at number 28. 28 says 8/5 divided by 8. 8/5 divided by 8. Now, I'm going to show you here, if I have 20 divided by 5, what is that? 4. Okay? I'm going to show you that you really do the reciprocal even on those. So that would be 20 over 1 divided by 5 over 1, correct? Okay? That would be 20 over 1 times 1 over 5. Okay, we do Jimmy Neutron. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 20 4 times. 4 times 1, 1 times 1, 4. Okay, so you're really, realistically, anytime you do a division problem, it's really a multiplication problem where you've done the reciprocal. Okay, now I want you to do 28 on your own. Okay, all right, let's look at this one. Keep working if you're working on it. That number stays the same. Change that to multiplication. Do the reciprocal of 8, which is 1 over 8. Okay? Now, Jimmy Neutron, 8 into 8 once, 8 into 8 once. No common factor there. So we have on top 1 times 1. Bottom we have 5 times 1, which is equal to 1/5. Remember, you never do anything to the first number. The first number always stays the same. The first number is the dividend. If you look at a division problem, we've talked about this before, you have the dividend divided by the divisor, and that is equal to the quotient. Okay, and the directions are going to tell you to find the quotient, put your answer in simplest form. Well, all that means is do division. Okay? All right, I'm going to give you some time. You got about 20 minutes left in class. All right, I'm going to give you, let's see here, we're going to go 14, this is 6.4, 14 through 33, and 40 and 41. Okay, that's your homework. 14 through 33, and 40 and 41. Okay, like I said, you got about 20 minutes in class, so therefore you ought to be able to finish most of it. Okay, go ahead and get started.